Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sky.Onjahnae. If you are new here, and stick around, homegirl. So we're doing something a little different today. I'm going to be doing my makeup while I talk, just trying something a little different, trying to use the talents that God gave me the best way I know how. I will be leaving all of the products in the description bar if you were ever wondering what I'm using. So let's get into this video. Hey y'all, I had to cut my brows off camera because listen, I cannot do my brows and talk at the same time. It's just not a thing for me. I don't know why. It's just, I can't do it. But let's jump right into it. I know that you are working on being more feminine and you want to be a lady, which, I know that because you clicked on this video. And so the first thing I want to say is to watch your mouth. I have said this in several videos. As women, especially feminine, God-fearing women, we are not to speak foul language. Well, no Christian in general are to speak foul language, but especially a feminine woman of God. It's not cute. And I know someone might say, well, I'm not cursing to be cute, or I'm not, saying whatever to be cute. But that's the point. You should remain beautiful from the inside, not even just on the outside, but on the inside. And so the things you speak are a reflection of you in general. So no, you may not trying to be, you're trying to get a point across by cursing or whatever it is you're doing, but it kind of gives people a warped view of you and the feminine woman that you are. So just don't do it. It just makes you look ugly. It's kind of manly, and like I said, as Christian women, our mouths are not to be used for foul language. We should not be doing that. I'm actually doing a very simple, kind of everyday makeup look today. This next one, I probably might get some pushback, especially in the hot girl, city girl era we're living in right now, but dress more modestly, okay? And no, I'm not saying you need to be fully covered like a nun or anything like that, but there should definitely be some balance in your outfit. There's a way to dress sexy and still classy. So like I said, it's about balance. If your chest is going to be out, make sure your legs and everything are covered, and vice versa. If you're going to wear a very short dress or skirt, make sure your chest is covered. If you're going to wear something really tight, preferably the dress or skirt or whatever, should be longer, like a midi dress or something. I typically go by the fingertip rule. For those of you who don't know what the fingertip rule is, you stand with your arms straight down, just on both sides of you, and the dress should not be shorter than where your longest fingertips stop. So your longest finger is obviously your thumb, so the dress should be as long as that or longer. That's just a rule of thumb how I measure things. So, because you don't want to be walking, say you do have on a short tight dress. If you're walking, the dress is going to slip up. That's just what happens. So you want to make sure that you avoid those things by dressing more modestly, dressing with have some class about it, have balance the outfit out. I've said this next one before, but I'm gonna say it again just for people who didn't watch that video. But do not walk out the house with your sleepwear, your bonnet, your scarf, pajamas, house shoes, any of it. Just don't do that. As women, feminine women, we are to represent ourselves in a different way. We are supposed to be what's the word I want to use? I don't want to use, I'm trying to use my words correctly, but we're set apart, okay? As Christians, as feminine women, we are to be different than the rest. And I know there was a whole thing on social media about, why you should wear your scarf out, or whatever the argument was that people were arguing for wearing your scarf or bonnet or everything in public. That has nothing to do with us as feminine women. What other people are doing and what other people's, justification for doing it has nothing to do with you. And if you're trying to carry yourself as a lady, as a feminine woman, you need to represent that. Like, it's not, a lot of it is what's on the inside, yes, but the first impression is what people see. Like, that's what people see with their eyes. So if you're walking out, like I said in my other video, if you're walking out looking any kind of way, then that's just showing that you don't care about yourself. And unfortunately, what you represent, what you put out there and what you represent yourself as is the way you're going to be treated. No, it's not right. We're not here to argue whether that's right or wrong, because we know it's wrong. But at the end of the day, as a feminine woman, you shouldn't want to represent yourself in any way but the best light. I made this brow kind of rounded. I'm about to go fix my brows, then I'll come back. Okay, I'm back and the brows are snatched. Okay, but where was I at? Okay, so next I want to talk about is, like, don't be all loud, and I just want to say it, loud and ignorant in public. Okay, this one, especially when I was in high school, the girls were just so loud, like at 7 in the morning. Like, one, why you have this energy this early? Because whatever you have that's giving you that, I need it. Because just no, I like my quiet time, and that's just me. But don't, like, there's a place and time for certain things. Like, if you're at a loud party, if you're like club, say whatever the setting is where it's loud, so you have to be loud, that's okay. By all means, be loud. But if you're in a store, don't be walking on the phone talking all loud and with your phone on speaker, because no one wants to or needs to hear your conversation. Don't, like, if you see someone, don't yell at them from across the room. Like, walk up to them and say what you have to say. Like, no one, it's annoying, quite frankly, and it's disrespectful. Like, you're not respecting other people's space when you do that. You're not, and depending on the conversation you're having, some conversations need to be left for the household. You don't need to be arguing with anybody on the phone, or just being loud and aggressive in general in public. And you shouldn't be doing it in general, like being aggressive, but being loud and aggressive, especially in public, that's just it's a no-go, ladies. Like, it's not it's not cute, it's not ladylike. It kind of makes you look a little manly, because that's something you expect from men, not a feminine woman of God. Next is, and I know I'm probably going to get pushed back on this one too, because the girls, they just love doing this, especially in Texas, I heard. But stop smoking. And I mean smoke of any kind, like Mary Jane, cigarettes, or hookah, like any type of smoking. Just stop. It's not ladylike at all. And honestly, like, it leaves you smelling like whatever it is you smoke. Even if you're smoking like flavored hookah, it still smells like smoke. It smells like the leftover tobacco. Like, it's like I said, it's not ladylike, it's not cute, and there is no way to mask that smell. Women are supposed to smell good, okay? You should want to smell good in general. So, like, even when I did smoke, which I mentioned that in a previous video, you go back and watch that. But when I did smoke, I hated the fact that my clothes smelled and my hair smelled like it. Because that's not cute. Like, you don't want to disturb other people around you with your smells. Like, if you don't want people who are, don't have the best hygiene around you because they smell, that's the same way people look at you when you're smelling like the Mary Jane. If you smell like smoke and hookah, that's how people are going to look at you. They're going to look at you like you stink, because you do stink. It does not smell good, and it's just not healthy for you either. So we should be keeping our bodies are our temples. We should be doing the best that we can to be healthy at it in all aspects. We're not perfect. I'm definitely not perfect with that, because me and DoorDash have a special bond. But the smoking, please just stop it for your health and for your feminine journey. This next one is one I absolutely despise the most, because I'm trying not to say hate, because hate is a very strong word. But public drunkenness. Being drunk in general is a no-go, but especially publicly. Like I said, like many things that I'm mentioning on this list, it's not cute, it's not ladylike, and it's embarrassing to watch, honestly. Like, and people are going to remember that. Like, people will remember the time where you was falling out drunk and, you know, acting crazy, because when you get drunk, people tend to act crazy. And as a lady, we shouldn't be acting crazy anywhere. So we should avoid being drunk in general. But if you have to drink and get drunk, don't do it in public. Okay? Please do not do it in public. It's not only embarrassing for the people watching. Well, it's like secondhand embarrassing for the people watching, but later on, especially since everybody documents everything now, you're going to look back and you're going to feel embarrassed because the way you acted. Especially, like I said, if you're trying to become more feminine and be a lady, you're going to look back. Like, I have some videos of me, some old videos from years ago in college and stuff, from me being drunk, and it was just like, that is not cute. I did not like it. Looking back on it, I cringe. Like, looking back of all of my Snapchat memories from like at least 3 years ago and back, I'm so embarrassed because just the way I was speaking, the way I was acting, like, it was just, it was not it. And I thank God every day for the work that he did on me and the work that he's going to do on all of you. But back to the public drunkenness. I just want to tell this story because this was one story that I was so embarrassed when it happened. Like, my best friends, y'all know the story I'm about to tell if you're watching this video, but me and a couple of my friends went out for a friend's birthday. It was her 21st birthday. We were all, like, she was the last one of all of us to turn 21. So obviously we went out. Oh, what did I do here? So yeah, she was the last of us to turn 21, and it was a Sunday, y'all. We went to church. We were so cute. Like, we had our sundresses on. We went to church, and then we went to a restaurant for a brunch afterwards, and they had bottomless mimosas. And child, why did they have that? And they mimosas were like in buckets, so one of them is fine. Like, one was good enough. But these girls, meaning it was 4 of us, I was the DD. But either way, like, I don't do like the public drunkenness like that. Like, the times I were drunk, it was at like house parties in my house, like, or a close friend's house, but in public, never. But they got drunk off the mimosas. And when I say they were acting crazy, like climbing on tables, throwing up. The birthday girl, she was the worst. Like, she was throwing up, and then people were buying her shots. So it wasn't just the mimosas for her. People were buying her shots. Like, it was truly a mess. We got put out of the establishment. And I'm typically not one to get embarrassed, but when I tell you I was embarrassed and I was hot, okay? Because I just can't believe that we just left church. We're in these beautiful sundresses. Like, we look so gorgeous. And these girls were acting a mess. Like, acting like young men. That's what I'm just going to say. They were acting like young men to me. And I just was in disbelief. Like, this cannot be happening. Like, getting put out, I think it was also the getting put out part that did it for me, because I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Y'all got us put out of a brunch spot because y'all were drunk off mimosas. So, yeah. Don't do the public drunkenness, ladies. It is not cute. It's not ladylike. Next is to have some manners, okay? Like, manners take you so far. Being polite gets you so far, and it is ladylike. Ladies and gentlemen, like, they have the best manners. So if someone does something for you, you say thank you. Like, or compliments you, you say thank you. If somebody, if you're asking someone for something, say please. Like, things that you would think that people know, like when someone is behind you, or you know, whatever the case may be, you're going to the store, hold the door for that person. That is one of the rudest things people can do, is when, like, I hate when I'm out somewhere and I'm literally 2 seconds behind the person in front of me and they just let the door close. Like, that is so rude to me. And don't be that person. Please don't be that person, because it's just rude. We all, burp and pass gas and things like that. If you do those things, especially around other people, say excuse me, because it's rude not to. Like, you don't want to be rude. Rudeness and being a lady don't go together. So if you are someone who indeed needs to work on that, really take that seriously, because that alone will just completely, like, make people disregard you, because they already think that you're rude. Now, people should be doing this in general. Like, I hope everyone is doing it, not just women who want to become more feminine and be ladylike, but everyone should be, say excuse me when, they do normal bodily things. But some people don't. And like I said, we are supposed to be set apart. So don't be those people. And especially don't be that person when, you're walking past someone or you bump into them. Say excuse me for that as well. Like, don't be rude. Just don't. That's more like on the borderline of being a bully. If you bump someone and you just keep on walking, or like you just don't care, no, say excuse me or apologize for bumping somebody. Yeah, I've been using brown eyeliner for a couple months now, and it's not as harsh as black, but it still gives you, it's more of a sultry eye. Next is to let a man be a man, okay? You are a delicate, soft, feminine lady, okay? If a man wants to carry your bags for you, let him. If he wants to open a car door for you, let him. Especially, like, not many men want to do that. So when they are doing it, allow them. Like, they see it in you that you are a feminine woman, because femininity is an energy. Being a lady is how you carry yourself. So when you are carrying yourself as a lady and you're feminine, men notice that. It will attract masculine men. Also, like, if a man wants to take you out, let him pay for it, okay? Like, if he's offering to pay for it, especially if it's like the first date, yeah, let him pay for it. I used to be the independent woman type, which I am not that anymore. No, I'm not claiming that. But I used to be like, I don't need no man. Like, I can take care of myself. Yada, yada, yada. I got 2 fathers. But that was backwards thinking. Like, now that I'm an adult and I've, like, become this blossoming feminine woman, I refuse. Like, if a man wants to take care of me, I'm letting my man take care of me. Next is to have some mystery about you. Like, that is a trait of being a feminine woman. Being mysterious, like, not in no, like, weird type of way, but everybody should know your business. So stop posting everything on social media. Like I said, everyone should know, or people who don't really care, but people should know your conversation. People shouldn't see your body. Like, these things make you feminine, because part of being feminine is attraction. Like, people gravitate towards you, and let's be honest, people are very nosy. So the less they know about you, the more they want to get to know you. Like, the more they want to gravitate towards you and know about you, because you're carrying yourself in a way that's like, there's something about her, and I just need to know, and I need to have, like, I need to just experience her. That's what being mysterious is all about. Like, I'm gonna do some case studies because I just feel like I should use more examples of feminine women on my channel so that we can understand there are all types of different feminine women. But Lori Harvey does this, like, is great at this. Like, people may feel a way about her, and you know, her dating around and blase blase, but all of it is speculation. What she is not doing, because she doesn't say anything. So anything people say is just rumors, because she herself doesn't say anything, but people are so intrigued with everything she does because she has that mystery about her. She's not out here putting everything on blast. When she does come out with a new man, they've been dating for a while, and you see that the man treat her like a queen. Next one, I've mentioned this as well, but stop sleeping with these men, okay? Not even just women. Stop sleeping with multiple men. Stop giving that piece of you to people. Sex is a spiritual thing, and you do have ties to those people when you are laying down with them. And women, typically, we are more emotional. Sometimes we cannot, you know, separate the two, which that's how it's supposed to be. We shouldn't be able to, because again, it's something spiritual. We should be carried. We shouldn't treat it as, you know, just having a good time. Like, we should treat it as what it is. Especially if you're a woman who's trying to grow your femininity so that you can attract a masculine man. If you give it up that easily, he's going to be done with you, because because you're showing him that you don't value the most important things to you. So he knows you're not going to represent him in the best light either. So he's not going to be bothered with that. So especially, like, in general, as ladies, we shouldn't just be sleeping around. But especially if you're trying to find a masculine man, like, don't do all of that. Like, don't give it up so easy. Men like the chase. That's literally their job. And they like to do it. They like to, you know, chase a woman. So, you know, let him do that. Don't, like I said, don't just give it up. I've said this in my makeup videos, but if you're a black girl, get your orange blush. Like, oh, orange blush does it for me every time. And I'm a blush girl. But I feel like I'm putting on a little bit too much. I need to dial it back. Dial it back, girl. Pretty much done. I just gotta, you know, set and spray and put my lipstick on. Then I'm gonna get all of that together, and then we're gonna come back with my final thoughts. And she is done. Okay, that is all I have for this video. If there are any things that I didn't mention, because there are so many things that I could have said, but I'm not trying to take too much of your time. So if there are things that I didn't mention in this video, make sure to leave that down in the comment bar so we can all, you know, we can all learn from each other. We can all grow together. And thank you so much if you made it all the way to the end of this video, and I will see you in my next one.